up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica. We are down here, honey. It's Friday. Happy Friday. We are down here because we don't have anything to talk about today, but we kind of have something to talk about, but not really, because I don't even know why and what's going on, but it's really on brand at this point. So go ahead and like the video. Girl, right, you right, Beyonce. Flip flop flipping ass, flip flopping ass bitch. But go ahead and like, subscribe, comment. If there's a piece of the video that you like or want to make a comment on, you don't like, or whatever you're talking about, it really helps me, because a lot of the times, I don't know if y'all know, when did this light get here? They trying something new out? This light has never been here before. Okay, anyway, my thing is, if something feels right, when you guys make a timestamp, because sometimes I don't even know. I'm like, what did I say? Like, what are they talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. So if you timestamp it, look at that chicken. If you timestamp it, I can go to it and be like, oh, okay, I know what you're talking about. Because a lot of the times, like I said, I was about to say, I don't remember what I said. Like yesterday, I made myself laugh because who was I talking about when I said Kanye was looking for he pulled the Black Father card and nobody showed up because don't nobody know where they are. So that just came off of my top of my head. You know what I'm saying? It's just come off the top. So I want to talk about Latto and Onika, honey. Girl. So it's a mess down here. The girls are fighting. Down here. And at first, I was like, what's going on? Like, I saw Latto say something, like, I saw her, a tweet. She quoted a tweet and was responding to something. Ooh, cinnamon coffee cake. You better not lose that ass, though. Let's see. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Let me get my stuff together. I got to get my app up. So apparently, Nicki Minaj's single, Super Freaky Girl, was moved to the pop category. Good morning. What can I go for you today? May I have a hot grande dirty chai? Yeah, grande dirty chai. You want double, please. Okay. With 2 pumps of brown sugar with almond milk. And and can you make that 180 degrees? Yeah, for sure. And then also stirred, please. Gotcha, my friend. And what else can I do for you today? And do you have cinnamon coffee cakes? All right. I do, yeah. Would you like that warmed up today? Yes, please. All right. And what else can I do for you? That's all. Your name, please? Erica. All right, Erica. I will see you up at the window. Okay, thank you. Let me tell you something. Y'all know I've been saying Nicki is hip hop. I've been telling y'all that for a long time. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Bitch, create a new lane, honey. Let these other girls have the rap lane. Get your hip hop. Get your hip hop money. You know what I'm saying? So she's not happy about that. And she said, if I gonna be in pop, then Big Energy got to be in pop too. What's up? We have a coffee cake, right? And a chai? Yeah. Okay, 11:20 and you have the service up. Nice. Thank you. And then look at my card, man. Thank you so much.
Would you like receipt today?
No, that's fine.
All right. I got you some napkins, and there's your cupcake, and I'm just going to
Okay, thanks.
Shy time.
Thank you.
All right, have a good ride.
You too.
Thank you so much.
He was jovial. I love it. Talking about chai time. I know that's right. It's chai time, honey. He was cute too. Had a little red bandana on his head, little beard. He looked like a little lumberjack. Little lumberjack barista. Now this is the problem I have with this place right here. I'm gonna have to turn around. Because this intersection right here, trying to get over on the out to the other side to turn this way, it's just too much. It's too hectic. It'd be stressful. Because the people be driving so fast out here. I'm just going to do this because I don't have time to be fighting with these people. Just going to do this. Okay. So apparently she submitted for consideration Super Freaky Girl, and it was placed in the pop category. So Nicki Minaj basically said, if I got to be in the pop category for Super Freaky Girl, then Big Energy needs to be in the pop category too. Then she started saying some other stuff. Then it was like subtweets, and Latto was like, okay, so you talking about me, why you got to mention me, especially after the conversation that we had. So apparently they had an offline conversation. And then Nicki Minaj, I guess, okay, Nicki Minaj, they had a conversation offline apparently, and I guess it didn't leave off on a good note. They started going back and forth. It was like, I don't know what time it was. I was like, what's going on down here? Okay, and so they started going back and forth, saying different things. Nicki Minaj is clearly unhappy about the situation. And I mean, it's the same story, unfortunately. It's this feeling, I honestly don't know what it is at this point. I think I know what it is. I have a theory about what's going on with Nicki Minaj, and it happened 10 years ago when they were trying to make it seem like it was a little bit more than 10 years ago. A little more than 10 years ago. Oh my God, come on. A little more than 10 years ago. Nicki Minaj was the only person. She was the only person. Yes, she was the only person who was winning awards. Yes, there were other women who came out with her, but Nicki Minaj was just by herself for a long time. And she got used to that. And that thanks to the internet, thanks to the internet, the girls are getting more exposure and don't need to go through the gatekeepers and the red tape and the niggas to get access to be known. So I think that kind of messed with her, because men, and ironic, it's weird to me because Nicki Minaj, I've said it. You can watch any of my videos about Nicki Minaj. She is the last woman rapper in the era of only one woman rapper at a time. Okay, listen to me. One at a time. One at a time, and then we're going to pit everybody against them. And that's how it goes. She came out. We already know how it went with Little Kim. We saw that. We were a witness to that, and anybody that denies what that was and how that went down, I don't know. You're delusional. But she's now having to share now. And I think that's the problem. I really believe that is the problem. I think that it's a psychological thing, because it's not like she has to hate on these girls. And not only that, not only are you getting older, but you don't have to go out of the game. but you do have to make room for the other girls. And now we're saying not saying that she doesn't, not saying that she doesn't collaborate with the girls, not saying she doesn't do that, but the psychology is now all these girls are out, they get nominated, they win and they winning, charting and doing all of this stuff or whatever. And now they want to move me to the pop category. That probably is fucking with her. You know what I'm saying? However, hip hop, and this is the thing, like Nicki Minaj, with the amount of the rest of the clout she has left, is to be like embracing that and to be like, you know, really say like low key, hip hop is popular music. Y'all created a pop lane so these white girls who steal shit, white boys who steal shit can have a lane. Because they really can't really be in any other genre but country or rock. But if you want to get on the top 40 and get on the radio and stuff, you need to have a pop category, right? But there's nothing wrong with that. That's what I'm like. I'm trying to figure out, like, but I think it's like mentally, it's just like, okay, now I'm out of the era where it's just me. I'm out of the one, like, I'm always winning the awards and I don't know how I won. Like, oh, me again? Oh my God. Like, it got to that point where Nicki Minaj was like, oh my God, not another award. I'm so excited. Like, she got used to being the only one winning the awards, only one acknowledged. And that's that's by design. And that's why these men in the industry have so much anger and resentment towards the women in rap now, because they don't have to go through them anymore. They can't use them and misuse them in order for them to get beats. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that time is over, and Nicki Minaj was a part of that time. But if they want to move you to pop, it's like, girl. So her and Latto were going back and forth. She called Latto Karen. She called her Scratch Off. Scratch Off took me out. I was like, oh my God, not Scratch Off. Then, what did she say? She called her Karen. Then she tried to say she don't look her age. You know, Nicki Minaj will throw. She will throw a card, a black woman card, the black card. She will throw it, honey. She said they want to be black when it suits them, child. It's so funny because when I be reading Nicki Minaj's tweets, bitch, when I be reading Nicki Minaj's tweets, I can hear her, child. I can hear her voice. Cause I know, but then of course, it's giving coke started trending because they say the girl be on one. And she be on that powder, girl. Allegedly, that's what they say. They say she be on that powder and it's in the music. But I mean, that's whatever, girl. Everybody got their drug of choice. Yours might be shopping. Hers is cocaine. Not that I mean, girl, what are you gonna do? She's a rapper. She's a rapper. I mean, and then she said. Then what's her name started hashtag 40-year-old bully. 40-year-old bully. Because the thing is, you know, and I feel bad for Latto. Like I was saying last night, this morning, I feel bad for her because it's like like these girls grew up on Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is their inspiration. Like I want to do what she's doing. I want to do everything she's doing. Like that's where I want to be. Like I want to do that. And it's really sucks that she kind of falls out with these girls who look up to her. You know, it's probably a fucked up feeling to look up to someone and then know that one, they talking shit about you, subtweeting. Two, you get into it with them. Like you get into a public confrontation with them. And it's like, and at the end of the day, for what? So apparently, I don't know what this was about. You could tell me if it was real or it was superimposed. But there's a clip of Latto saying it's giving boss. It's giving boss something. And she steps into like a dollhouse. So they were trying to say that was like coming after Nicki in some way. So I don't know, y'all, because I don't know what's going on, child. I'd have no idea. And I'm like, girl, what's happening? What is happening? Okay, let's go to the blog. So that's where all the information is. Go ahead and like, subscribe, comment. Let me know you stopped by. Okay, here we go. The neighborhood talk. Let me go to the neighborhood talk. It's so sad. It's just messed up. It's messed up because look at all these. Look at all these things from the neighborhood talk. You see this like this little symbol right here? That's a picture of Latto and Nicki Minaj. And look at the stories. You can see that little. You see that? All of that. They were going back and forth for a long time. So the Grammys put Nicki Minaj hit song Super Freaky Girl in the pop category. This is wrong. We all know she's not going to win a Grammy if she's in the pop section. They didn't put her in the rap category because they want someone specific to win. But at the same time, they used to want somebody specific to win when she was winning. So if the game is rigged and it was rigged to favor you, why are you mad now that it's being rigged to favor somebody else? Right, because it's not favoring you, but it's the same thing. If you feel like, girl, okay, anyway. They hate on Nicki Minaj. The hate on Nicki Minaj is ridiculous. How the best female rapper ever never won a Grammy? But Cardi B in 2 years won a Grammy. The agenda is real, pushing women of a certain look. Crazy because nobody can even out-rap Nicki. Once Drake came out to speak up for his queen. The Recording Academy should be transparent on how they made a decision. MC Hammer sampled Super Freakin' was nominated in the rap category. They screwed Nicki Minaj on this one. Show receipts or lose credibility. Lose what credibility you have left. These are, I don't know who these people are, right? Nicki says, I have no problem being moved out of the rap category as long as we are all being treated fairly. If Single Freaky Girl has to be moved out of rap, so does Big Energy. Anyone who says different is simply a Nicki hater or a troll. I'd actually love to see more of a street record win, male or female. I'm just saying, right is right. Then Latto said, then I agree with you. However, because of where we left off, I don't think you need to bring my name up in a song. So because of the tweet, Latto sent her a DM or whatever, a message, and then Nicki Minaj shared the DM, and so many people were sharing this other tweet from Nicki Minaj that said, "You're corny if you share DMs on public platforms. If you share DMs with people." So everybody was like, "This you, this you, this you." She just said it like last year or something. Y'all be keeping stuff. That is so crazy. It was a tweet from last year. But anyways, so then Nicki Minaj comes out and says, "This Karen has probably mentioned my name in over 100 interviews." Yeah, because you are her inspiration. They look up to you. So of course they're going to, because people are going to ask you, who's your inspiration? I don't think anyone is not going to say I don't think anyone who's not in this area of rap is not going to say Nicki Minaj, Lil Kim. Like, they're going to say all the girls who give what all the girls give. Of course they're going to mention your name 100 times. That's the crazy part. It's almost like you act like, yeah, you mentioning my name, but it's like, yeah, I look up to you. Why wouldn't I mention your name? I don't understand. That's the part that really, like, for me, I'm like, girl, you don't make any sense. And that's why the people say it's giving coke. That's why the people say that, because it's like, girl, what are you really mad at? And why are you mentioning these girls? But then the girl is coming out saying, oh, you've been subtweeting me. One of the subtweets, I was like, I don't know if this was about you, but okay. She says, this Karen, she calls her a Karen, has probably mentioned my name over 100 interviews. Says she's waited in a line for Pink Friday with her Barbie chain on, bangs, pink hair. But today, Scratch Off decides to be silent rather than speak up for Black women she calls her biggest inspiration. So I guess she wanted Latto to come out and be like, yeah, if you gonna put Nicki in the category because she was my inspiration and I was standing in line with pink bangs, I need to be in the pop category too. So it sounds like Nicki Minaj say, oh, bitch, you don't want to say nothing now. Now because you know what it gives. You know they trying to make it so that you win. So Nicki is having a problem with that. Damn, I can't win for losing all these awards and noms. I can't even celebrate. I have no problem being moved. Okay, that's when she said, single freaky girl. Can you imagine someone telling you not to complain about being treated unfairly in your workplace? This is my job. I work very hard. No different from the 9 to 5 where you speak up for yourself if you know you're a great employee and continue to be purposely sabotaged. And Barbs, there's no need to get angry. This is simply an open discussion, healthy dialogue. Independent thinking is what makes us human beings. This needs to be the message all the time to your Barbs. Independent thinking, not tribal herd mentality, sheep herd mentality. Yeah. You need to keep preaching this message, Onika. Independent thinking is what makes us human beings. Tell that to your fan base, please. So after that, she said, first of all, I texted you because I didn't want to do the internet shit with someone I look up to. Just like the first time I DM you asking you about your ongoing subtweets. I wanted to speak up because, like I said, I do agree, but the way you going at it seems malicious, especially after how we left off. Right? What? I ignored countless subtweets since March and instead addressed you in the DM. You're asking why I didn't speak up in your defense? It's the same answer I gave you when you asked why I didn't congratulate you. You're literally older than my mom trying to be a bully. I'm not going to mention it because somebody said it wasn't true that Latto's parents, her mom was a teen mom, but her dad was also a teen dad. So, because she threw Nicki Minaj's husband in her face. And I'm going to tell you this, y'all. Y'all got to be careful with throwing dicks because let me tell you something. It's like I said this morning on Twitter, it's probably the most ineffective tool that you can use in a fight with another person is to throw a dick at them. You'll never win. There's so many pieces of evidence to prove to you that throwing a man in someone's face will never turn out well. So I'm going to say this because somebody said they went back and forth because I couldn't believe it. Somebody said Latto's mom is a teen mom, but the father wasn't a teenager. So they were basically saying, while you throwing a sex offender in my face, what's going on with your dad? But then somebody this morning told me that both of her parents were teenagers. So, because it's funny, there's a tweet going around talking about the reason why you don't see a lot of teen dads from these teen mothers is because the fathers aren't teenagers. Yeah. At this time, I thought you were at least there. She said, all this time, I thought you were at least 35. I love how they give a history on each tweet. They'll give like a little history. Like, here's the latest, but here's a little history to that. The most recent subtweet. So they went back and forth going about the subtweets. Nicki told her, I wasn't even talking about you. I was talking about an actual person on TikTok. That's what I was like. I was looking at that tweet and I was like, ooh, that might not be about you, Latto. That might not be about you. Then she said, all this time I thought you were 35. She says, age shaming when you look like you the one pushing 40. Age shaming, but was begging for a feature. Imagine what them jeans gonna do in 10 years. Oh, so you in your 20s. Oh, okay then. At least it matched your album sales. You sold 20K, right? Mad you flop. That's why you really mad. That's what she did. You want to hear reference tracks of Scratch Off's ghost writers rapping her bars? She used me and the Barbs in every interview. And you see how she include her fan base? Me and the Barbs, because she said she was a Barb. Does Latto say she was a Barb? Anyways, in every interview until that album sold double wood. Now she wiping that spray tan off and being a Karen. They black when it's beneficial, child. I can hear Nicki Minaj saying all of this. Girl, she is a hoot. They going back and forth. Notice a pattern? Oh, okay. You only get called old when you pass on their features. I never diss my idols for not giving me a feature. Okay, that's the nuance. Right? I never diss my idols. Girl, don't lie. Don't lie now, because we have history. That's what I'm saying. It's important. It's important to have history. It's important for a feature, though. I bowed to Lauryn Hill's feet when I met her. Feature or no feature, should I call her old now? She's a grandmother and still out rapping you. That's the one thing, y'all. The ages thing is so weird. The ages part is so weird, but I think Nicki Minaj pulled that ages shit when she used to go after Kim. Like, you old, get out the game, it's a wrap, you need to sit down, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So y'all with the ages stuff, it's like, okay, so what happens? You guys think after 25, what, you want to die at 25 because you don't want to get any older? That doesn't make sense. You're going to age. So you talking shit about a older woman, you hopefully you'll be that older woman one day. So it doesn't even make sense to come at somebody's age. It doesn't. And in this industry where they try to make it seem like it's an issue, it doesn't have to be an issue. People be rapping forever. What they try to make y'all seem like is you can't be sexy and rap and all that other stuff when you get of a certain age. But girl, fuck that shit. Do whatever the hell you want to. Even though I think Nicki Minaj looks absolutely ridiculous when she comes out on stage dressed like a damn child, with all that pink lollipop shit on. Girl, okay, you like it, I love it, but she be looking like Wendy Williams wandering the streets of New York looking for a bodega to get some Virginia Slims. That's what it's giving me. Especially with the contacts in, it's a mess. But at the end of the day, like I said, the psychology behind getting moved from rap to pop, but like I said, I've always said Nicki Minaj was hip pop. And there's nothing wrong with that. She really could make a lane for that. Like, your popular music, but you see it, and it's like, it's really odd that you're like legitimately fighting to be kept in a box. That's crazy as hell. Why are you, what? Don't fight to be kept in no box. That's crazy. She said, somebody said, your father is in his 60s, your mother is 39, meaning when your father had you, he was roughly in his late 30s. Your mother was 16 or 17. You know what that means, right? Then Nicki Minaj came back and was like, scratch off, get your dumb A to the mic right now. Explain this SHIT. Since you just became a bitch. She said, since you just became a R activist in the last 5 minutes, you better have a good explanation for this shit right the fuck now. This better be a fucking typo. Somebody said that it was not true, that both of her parents were teenagers when she was born. It was something else that she said. Hold on. Oh, you didn't care about rape when she was begging for features. You didn't care about Kodak's past. You don't care about the accusations made about Dr. Luke, who produced Big Energy. Newsflash, scratch off. I never AR'd anyone. I inspired millions. You're one of them, bozo. That's what happens when she threw Nicki Minaj's husband at her, right? So she threw her husband at her, and she's like, girl, I ain't do nobody. You still begging me for features. That's when y'all look like hypocrites. And you listen, that's the reason why you don't throw men in other people's faces, because they will make you look ridiculous in less than 2 weeks. They will make you look ridiculous because Kodak Black, we already know his past. We already know Dr. Luke's past. Who else? And then if you want to say something about her, you can't throw her husband, especially if you were asking for features. You look like a hypocrite. That's why you don't throw men. You don't use the man as a weapon, because the man, girl, it ain't no telling what's in the closet. Ain't no telling. And that's why, especially moving around in the rap world, when you're dealing with men, they're mostly the same. They're mostly the same, if not all the same. So it's very dangerous for a woman to move around in this industry, because these men have checkered past. Like I said, almost all of them. So when you, I want to do a song with so and so, I want to do a song with so and so. Either he got a mug, he has a mug shot. You can guarantee he has a mug shot, but you don't know what he's done in the past. And Kodak Black, like I said, we know him. You did a song with him. You've done songs with men who have questionable characters. But if you're in the rap game to do a song with a man, they're more than likely going to have questionable character. They will. More than likely. I promise you that. And I don't have ain't no alleged nothing. That's a fucking fact. That's a goddamn den of wolves. A den of wolves. So you don't know what you gonna get when you in trying to do a song with somebody. So you didn't have a problem with me and my husband when you wanted a feature from me. So you look silly doing that. That's what I'm saying. Don't throw a man in somebody's face because you look crazy. And then that's when the person came out and said that her dad was not a teen father, but somebody else came out and said he was. In conclusion, it sucks that this girl who looked up to Nicki Minaj is now into it with her. It sucks that Nicki Minaj gets into it with the rap girls because more than likely the girl she's getting into it with looked up to her at a certain point or was an inspiration at a certain point. It's inevitable. And it just sucks. You know what I'm saying? So I feel bad for her. And then if you think about Nicki Minaj, she's dealing with that only female in my crew syndrome. That's what she's dealing with. That's what she is dealing with. So she want to be the only female, you know what I'm saying? And that happens. And they play into that. And, you know, it is what it is. So it is what it is. It is what it is. What else is going on, y'all? So tell me what y'all think about that. I think we could make another video real quick. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let me know what you think about the madness. I don't know. And listen, if you are, I don't have a dog in the fight. I don't give a damn about nobody in this fight. I'm not sticking up for nobody. I'm not a stan. I'm not streaming. None of that shit. So please keep it cute or put it on mute. All right, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Peace.